Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaita Amritavarashinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Amba Tvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadeshinim Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Charnu Ramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagat Gurum. Now, in the last class, we started the chapter 4th and continued up to, I think, 10. From 1 to 10, sloka we have already chanted and we have explained. In the 3rd chapter, that was the way of action, karma yoga. And the 4th again, renunciation of action. There's so much of importance has been given on action, because everything depending on this work. This coming Sunday, we will be discussing about the Jain philosophy. It's a great philosophy, completely depending on the karma theory. Jainism is just explaining the same Hinduism, all the same actions, only in a different way they are explaining. Like today I am explaining the same Hindu philosophy in my own way, a little bit of adding and all those. So this is the same thing in the Jain philosophy also. Their basis depending on this, Atma, Anatma, and Atman is bound with the Anatma, which is the body and this world, because of karma. That's all. The whole of Jainism of this. Now the difference comes in the practices, that's all. Here also we find in the Bhagavad Gita, which is the basis of Hinduism, the main scripture of Hinduism is Bhagavad Gita. It's the gist of all the Upanishads. This also says karma, karma and karma. Why? Because these two things, one is consciousness, another is inert. How they came in contact and got attached to so much? Because of action. So that is the reason in all our scripture again and again giving so much of attention on the karma, how to do it, how not, why not to do it, and all this. And in this 4th chapter, they say constantly the God himself is coming down, taking the human form to guide the human being. Paritranaya cha sadhunam vinashaya cha duskritam. Who are the duskritis? the wrongdoers. What the wrong that they are doing, giving importance on the mundane things, on the worldly things, giving importance on those things which are constantly changing, and mainly getting associated with this body, and I and mine are becoming the main slogan of these people. That is the reason now the God is coming over here. He has sent his messages through different type of people, but even then, when it is getting down so much, then he himself is coming and trying to guide. So why this? Paritranaya cha sadhunam and vinasaya cha duskritam. Now, the two different types of human beings is there. We must understand that when the God is coming, he is not coming for the animals or the birds or the insects and all this. We will find, if you come and attend my Sunday talk, and the coming next Sunday in the Homer Glen, there the emphasis is given by the Jains that there are different type of jivas are there. So they are categorizing, and the last is the human being, and the human being only can understand. So that God is coming down, taking the human form only for the human being. And among the human being again, there are two different types. One, the sadhu. Sadhu means the good doers, those who think and do the good work, so they are sadhu. And everything good is sadhu. In the olden times, when people used to performing, they used to clap sadhu, sadhu. This clapping, that is European system. But the Asian system not to clap, but to say sadhu, sadhu. That means wonderful, good. So that was the way we used to do. Paritranaya cha sadhunam vinashaya cha duskritam. We have already studied in this 4th chapter, 8th sloka says like that. And who is this God? He himself is giving the hint. In the 9th sloka of this 4th chapter, we have already studied, read, he said, Janma karma cha me divyam. Janma and karma. Cha means and. Janma and karma. Janma means birth, and karma, action. Divyam, divine. Why it is divine? Because whatever I am doing, as if it is the same thing that you people are doing, but behind my action, there is no selfish motive. So, janmo karme chame divyam yomam vitti tattataha. So, what is the goal of the human life? To understand God, that's all. And what will happen? Immediately I will understand myself. Then I will see the same God within me, whom I was worshipping in the outside. I will find the same God within me. That is the beauty, that is the speciality, and that is the encouraging thing in the Hinduism. That they never condemn, they say, be aware. Moodha, you are bewildered, but the moment you think properly, you can. So they say janma and karma, this divya. Now different type of people are coming, like Shankaracharya, Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya, Acharyas. They are giving all these different examples, explaining. Then avatars are coming, Sri Ramachandra, and then of course the Jain, the Tirthankars are also there. There are so many, hundreds of them in different time, in different places, in different way. They are giving the teaching. What teaching actually? What is spiritual teaching? The people always, they say come and stay over here and learn spirituality. What is that spirituality? Only unselfishness and nothing else. So through action, so sometimes in our spiritual retreat, which will start from the May, and that the Swami is coming from Toronto, he will give and explain Narada Bhakti Sutra. There, devotees are coming after paying $125 they pay, and then in the noon time they give a free service too. It's not like hotel. They are coming over there, they are paying for that, and the food is served to them. But in the noon time, 1.5 hours, 2 hours, they are requested, they themselves volunteer, I will go and serve. Why? To remove the ego, that's all. Maybe he is a big doctor. It's so difficult to get his appointment. But even then he will go and sweep the floor, or cleaning, or washing the dishes. Why this? If you go to any Sikh Gurudwara, the Sikh people, they also say Kar Sheva. Kar means the hands. Through the hands I am doing the service, Kar Sheva. And they will be doing all the details, all the work that they will do, and they will feel blessed. Why? Because I am removing my ego. Now some of the temple authorities, they become president, they become secretary, they become, and then after a few years, then there will be, naturally ego comes, and then say that no, you are removed, or they change them, then there will be fight. That person says, I will never come to this temple. And if possible, he starts another temple. In the Hindu, you always see that. The one gentleman came and he was telling, I was here, I have given so much of service and this. Now they have removed me, okay, I will see, I will never come to this temple. Then in my humble way, I told, when you first came to this temple, you were not an authority in the administration, right? Yes. Why you came? Because of the God. Now, God gave you some years and you have done the services. Now God said, okay, you concentrate on me and you need not to look after all this work that is going on around here. And same God is in the temple and you also the same person. What happened in between that you are renouncing the God itself? We don't understand that. Why? That is the problem. Ego, ego, ego. I was here, now how I can come? I was here on the top and now nobody knew that you are the president. Nobody, except you and some of your friends and relatives, no one knew there. Now even if you come, no one will know. So what is there? It says, if you can understand me, that my janma and karma was divine. Why? Because there is no selfish motive. That is most important. No selfish motive. Beta has gone. Raga, Bhaya, Krodha. These three things. Raga, attachment. Bhaya, fear. Krodha, anger. Only these three things. Raga, Bhaya and Krodha. The one young, that is a gentleman, I must say, he has completed his study and all that. He rang me and I think on the Monday he will be coming. His only problem, I get angry. Why I get angry? That is the question. And instead of asking me, you ask yourself. Why you get angry? That means something that you are not getting. The raga, first is the raga, desire. When the desire is not fulfilled, then krodha, anger. If you don't have any desire, if people are not giving you the respect, you are not angry. Why? Because you don't expect that attention. It's okay. The raga, that is the attachment, that is the desire, and just as a result it comes to this thing. Bhaya, suppose I go, will I get attention? Will they give me this thing or that thing what I want? Bhaya, the fear of losing. And from there comes the krodha. These are the three things constantly driving us and making us mad. Raga, bhaya, krodha. You will find that people who were in the high positions previously, they suffer most. When they were in high position, in our country, they used to come on the red light, the siren and all, police is also giving the guard. Then suppose he loses that particular post. Next again he comes, an ordinary person is coming, and that attention is not there. That immediately goes on getting there. That's why they don't like to give that position. Even when they cannot walk, no problem. Some two will support me, even then I will go. That is the problem in the human life. We don't understand that. The raga, bhaya, bita, gan, raga, bhaya, krodha. How it will go? Manmaya mamupasritaha. That is the 10th verse, 10th sloka. Manmaya mamupa. If you give the mind to God, then all these things will automatically go. That is the only way, giving the mind to God. Bahavo jnana tapasa puta madbhava magataha. Whatever the theory that I am telling you, giving you, it is not a theory. By practicing this, many people have achieved the goal, reached to the goal, realized me, the God. So whatever I am telling you, the result is wonderful, because many people have got it. Jnana tapasa, jnana. Devotion is necessary. See, in the first line he says, Manmaya mamupasritaha. Manmaya, taking refuge in me. And then mam means me. Me, M capital, that means the God. Then upasitaha, taking refuge. Constantly thinking about God. Refuge means I am giving the mind at the feet of God. Going on thinking of God. Some people praising, some people criticizing, something is going on, happening all around me, and I am not paying much attention to those things. My attention only on to that. Mere to giridhari lal dusra na koi. Miraji. And people who are praising, people who are criticizing, people who are doubting on Mira, even then she was all right, very happy. Why? Constantly thinking of God. So that we are giving. And immediately in the second line it says, Jnana tapasa, that jnana, that knowledge is necessary. Today, some two young boys came and they were talking about this thing. Everywhere there are temples nowadays. It's good. So many rituals are going. But why these rituals? We don't know. When I came to America, I was expecting that American Indians, Indians who are residing in America, they are all, almost each and every one, highly educated people, not ordinary educated. Just ordinary graduate, this thing, no. Mostly they are highly qualified. They must be appreciating Vedanta. But to my dismay, I must say, no, the blood is flowing there. That is very difficult to overcome. And that is only emotion, and that emotion comes out as a only rituals. Why we are doing, we don't bother. Some people are advising me that you should also start over here. the marriage ceremony and the final rite ceremony, and then the people will come and they will give the money and all that. I told, there so many people are there already. When there was no one, some of our Swami, he did, and a few things he did. But as a monk, we are not supposed to do that, but what we are supposed to do, that we are doing. We are giving the knowledge. But how come that you are only wanting, you go and organize a puja in their houses, and then only they will give you the donation, $100 maybe. And that is not the job of the monk. So this is jnana tapasa, one devotion, and immediately comes the jnana knowledge. Unless and until you are understanding this, whole life is spent in the temple with no result. No spiritual development, rather, because you are there near the God and people are coming and touching your feet also, they are coming to God. You are just gate man, they are standing. So they are also saying, hello, how are you? And you are thinking, I. Then minus. Whatever the good thing you accumulated, that goes on. Next birth you see, you are again on the street. So these are the wonderful teaching. Now from the 11th sloka we will chant a few sloka and again we will explain. Friends, we have to remember the action, the karma, that is the only thing in all religion that we are telling now. The religion means Buddhism, then karma, Jainism, karma, Hinduism, karma. But actually the offshoots of Hinduism is Jainism, Buddhism, Sikhism, all that, based on all giving attention on the karma. Do good work, you will get the blessings. And if you do the bad work, know for sure you are going to suffer. Whatever you are now, you have a lot of connections in the high society and you are not putting into jail and you are thinking, I can do anything. No. There is Jagannatha sitting over there, we don't know where. Not Puri, that is only the sample. The Jagannatha everywhere, the big two eyes, observing and noting down. He does nothing, it is you only. So he says, God can be realized anywhere, anytime, through any action. Why? God doesn't see how you are doing, He sees what you are doing. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tams tathaiva bhajamyaham mama vartmano vartante manushya partha sarvashah kangshanta karmanam siddhim yajanta iha devataha Shipram hi manushe loke siddhi bhavati karmaja chaturvarnam maya srishtam guna karma vibhagashah tasya kartaram apimam vidya akartaram abhayam namam karmani limpanti nami karma phale spriha iti mam योऽभिजानाति कर्मभि न स बध्यते एवं ज्ञात्वा कृतं कर्म पूर्वै अपि मुमुक्षुभिः कुरु कर्मैव तस्मात् त्वं पूर्वतरं कृतं किं कर्म किमकर्मेति कवयो पत्रमोहिताः तत्ते कर्म प्रवक्ष्यामि यज्ञात्वा मोक्षसे अशुभात् कर्मणोऽपि बोध्यव्यं च विकर्मणः अकर्मणश्च बोध्यव्यं गहना कर्मणो गतिः कर्मण्या अकर्मयः पश्येत् अकर्मणि च कर्मयः स बुद्धिमान् मनुष्येषु स युक्त कृष्णकर्मकृत् यस्य सर्वे समारंभा काम संकल्पवर्जिताः ज्ञानाग्नि दग्धकर्माणां तमाहु पंडितं बुधः त्यक्त्वा कर्म फलासंगम नित्यतृप्तो निराश्रयः कर्मणो भी प्रवृत्तोपि नैव किंचित् करोति सः. Up to 20. Now, in the 11th sloka it says, Yo mam ye yatha mam prapadyante. Sorry. Ye yatha mam prapadyante. Tams tathaiva bhajamah is a great word. If we understand this clearly, then there should not be any fighting between or among the different sects or different religions. Why? The God has given me this type of temperament, mentality, and I like this thing. And the other, he likes that because God has given him that thing. Someone likes to sing, someone likes to play. Someone wants to do this, someone wants to do that, or different type of temperament, different type of attitudes. So when they are approaching to God in a different way, they are approaching. That is because God has given that idea to them. Who am I to criticize? Let me go in my path in a proper way and let me be successful, that's all. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tams tathaiva bhajamaham. They say prapadyante, worship. How? Ye, who, yatha, whatever way, mam, me the God, prapadyante, worship, tan, them, aham, I, the God, the same way, tatha, verily, eva, bhajami, bestow their desires. In whatever way they go, I bestow them that same thing. So here is a tricky thing is there. Whatever way, again and again you go and ask, give me food, God gave you food. Give me clothing, God gave you clothing. Give me this, give me that, God is going on giving. And you are getting little satisfaction over there. Again some desire is coming, again you are going back to God, again you are getting it. Desire is not ending. That's why it's the same God. He is manifesting in the hearts of the great people, and then through them He is telling, who are gurus, through them He is again and again sending message to you, don't have so much of desire. God will give whatever way. Another thing is, suppose I cannot pronounce the Sanskrit slokas, does it mean I won't realize God? Nothing. Only if you have the devotion within your heart and you are calling on God in whatever language, God will surely come to you. Not that you have to learn the Sanskrit language or the Hebrew language or the Arabic language. No. In whatever language that you know, but your way of expressing it, the devotion, God, I belong to you. I do not know how to call you. I do not know what are the things I should practice to realize you, but I love you. So please come down to me and reveal yourself to me. Ye yatha mam prapadyante. This is a great teaching. And the same God, this Bhagavan Krishna is one of the avatars. The great manifestation, no doubt. But the God is coming in different forms, same God. And He came as an Krishna. Some people, they close that. Except Krishna, there is no other God. That is the problem. God never said that. Now these people, they say, we like Krishna and you must also like Krishna. If you are not, then you are sinner. Go away from me. Without understanding the teaching of God, if you are doing like that, do you think God will be happy? This is called knowledge. So, jnana tapasa. In the previous verse, he said, jnana, the knowledge. Now, Lord has manifested in this way. Lord again has given ignorance. The Lord again coming and trying to give us the teaching so that we break that ignorance and go to Him. Why He is doing? That is just His will. That is His play, that is His game. He wants to do that. So this is the way, if it goes, then what is you should do? As because God has given the ignorance, God has also given the teacher, I must understand that and proceed. Why? Because God has given the mind and the discriminative faculty. So that ye yatha mam prapadyante tam tathaiva bhajamaham. I always be happy. Mama vartmanu vartante manushya partha sarvashaha. O partha, sarvasha in all ways, in all paths, they follow me. Anuvartante, they follow me in all different paths. Long afterwards, the Sri Krishna said in the Bhagavad Gita at the time of Mahabharata, some people, they say nearly 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 years before Christ. And recently, 1836, one person came, he became famous as Sri Ramakrishna. He also said that Yata Mat tata path. As many ideas, faiths, so many paths. Matam and patham. That means you have the idea that I can reach to God in this way, welcome. You must go and realize the God, there is no problem. But don't criticize others and say that your path is wrong, my path is the only path. That is the teaching of the Bhagavad Gita, is constantly, in whatever way men worship me, in the same way do I fulfill their desires. It is my path, the main trade in all ways. When Krishna is telling that, there was no other religion. There was no Christianity, Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism, nothing was there. Only Vedic Dharma was there, Sanatana Dharma was there. Then why is it like this? Because some people, they wanted to worship God with form. Some people wanted to worship God without form. Some people wanted to worship God through the yajnas, the fire worship, and some people only through meditation. So these are the different paths Krishna is mentioning. But in the modern times, as because there are so many religious disciplines have come, but the Krishna's teachings is applied to the modern time also. Same thing. Whoever goes in whatever way, it's reaching to them. In the 12th, the sloka it says, Kankshanta karmanam siddhim yajanta iha devata shipram hi manushe loke siddhe bhavati karmaja. Suppose the karmanam, the action, and the siddhi, success. But if you have longing for this world, iha means this, and that's why you are worshipping. Give me some wealth, give me some name, fame, give me some property, give me this success, give me that thing. You get it immediately. And that's why afterwards these tantrics, they have developed their Kali, goddess Kali. And the Kali in the right hand side, he is so kind, Divine Mother is so kind, all the time giving the Abhaya and Bara. Bara means he is giving the boons, and Abhaya, I am the mother here, you need not to worry. So he is constantly giving, she is constantly giving the assurances. I am here, come to me, whatever you want. Then Bara, you will see the goddess Kali having 4 hands, right hand side, both the hands are like that. Kankshanta karmanam siddhim yajanta iha devataha. When you are worshipping the God in this way, immediately you get the fruit. One young boy, he was very free with Ma Sharada Mani Devi. And he used to go without any, the people used to announce some mother will, then only this mother used to give the time, then they used to go. This young boy, he used to go and he used to sit with mother, mother used to feed him. So he was so very close. One day, when the mother was worshipping in the Bagbajar, Calcutta, that house, and the ground floor, some of the direct disciples of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna was discussing, this our mother, who is sitting over there, at any moment can give the mukti. So much of austerity that we are practicing, it is not necessary. If the mother wills and bless, immediately one will get the mukti. This young boy, he was standing near the door, he listened, he told, then why don't you go and ask? But that is very difficult to go and ask this mukti, this liberation, the freedom from the bondage of birth and rebirth circle. It's very difficult. Why? I can go and ask. Then this Swami is told, go and ask mother I want mukti. He was a young boy, so they were teaching him. Go and ask mother, I don't want anything else. I want only mukti. Go and ask it. He was going up and constantly reminding himself, repeating the same thing. The moment he entered, mother, all knowing, she understood that this boy is coming for what. And the moment the boy entered, mother turned her face to him and said, what? He forgot that the Swamis taught him to say in this way. Immediately, the same mother whom he used to think is so ordinary, just like my mother, and he used to go and pray to mother or argue with the mother, like that the children they do with their mothers. But this mother was totally different. When she turned her face and looked at the boy was immediately he forgot. Then the mother again signed to him, what do you want? He told, I want a fruit. He forgot what for he came. Mother showed him that there is a bucket, that the basket is there, fruits are there, take whatever you want. He came down like a fool with the fruits. And then Swami told, did you see that? For mukti it is very difficult. But to get the benefit in this worldly life is so easy. Only thing you have to pray and you will get. In the 1st January, when Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna manifested his divine that power, many people came, but I don't know whether they prayed for mukti or not. One or two incidents are there. They told, the one was there, I want to see my Ishta Devata, my deity, chosen deity, all the time. When I meditate, when I open my eyes, all the time I want to see God. He got the blessing. But the poor fellow could not continue with that, because he had the business. And when he went and sat in his office, in his shop, he saw the God is coming, and then how to deal with the God like that? He came back to Sri Ramakrishna and he told, it is so impossible thing. I saw all the time my Ishta only, Devata only, God only, he is coming. And I am a businessman. Please take back your boon. He had to take back. So it is not so easy. So if you go and ask for prosperity, immediately you will get. But if you ask for mukti, it is so difficult. Then here Sri Krishna is telling, Kankshanta karmanam siddhim yajanta iha devataha shipram. Shipram means quickly, immediately you will get the result. And the action that you are doing, the gods, here the God is, G is the lower case. He is not the capital. So the God is the lower case, the G. When the big G means the supreme God, only one. There are different type of demigods are also there. If you worship them, that also you get all the benefits. For this loka, this world, quickly you get that. It is possible. Longing for success in action, in this world, worship the gods, because success resulting from action is quickly attained in the human world. But the worldly success is much easier to attain than the self-knowledge. But the self-knowledge, it is very, very difficult. That he meant. But the self-knowledge, you should have the diligence, you must have the patience, you must have the clear idea that this world with all this wonderful thing is nothing but temporary. Whatever I will get, I have to leave it. I cannot. I think 1 or 2 days before, I went to attend that reception that they gave to the newly appointed ambassador of India in America. He came over here. So naturally the Chicago consulate, they organized that, they invited me, I went over there. The hotel is in a beautiful place. From the hotel, that Chicago river just there, if you look from the hotel, you can see the water flowing and beautiful color of the water, and just opposite to that, so many glittering lights that it was evening. So the hundreds of cars were moving, beautiful sight. But suppose you go and stand over there, how long you can be there? Or temporary. I stood over there, I was looking at that, I was appreciating, and at the same time, within my mind, I was realizing all this beauty is temporary. Up to some time, I have to go out from here. And moreover, even if I stay over there, after some time, I won't like that. I was in Andaman, you know the beauty of the ocean, and Andaman is an island, and there are almost 2,000 inside the deep sea, the huge ocean. Few days, it is terrible. There you cannot turn your face, it's so beauty. In the morning, the color of the water is different. Then at the 10, 11, different. Then the noontime, different. In the evening, it is different. Few days. And after a week or so, you don't turn your face to that. You always try to look inside and who are the people coming. You never like. When the first day I went over there, I mean the second day I saw an American, the liner, huge ship. It was going at the water color and the white sheep, it is going so wonderful. So I called that elderly person who was there, his name was Datto Babu, Adhir Datta. I told, Datto Babu, come. Datto Babu jumped up and he thought, what happened? So he came rushing. I told, look at that beauty. I was, oh, you are looking at that? Swamiji, last 40 years I am looking that. So he lost all his interest. He went back again, and he was not happy that I disturbed his noon sleep. So naturally, all beauties also become boring after a few years, few days. Everything is so temporary. Everything is so temporary. So that he says, if you want, you will get. But you will never get the eternal peace and happiness if you want these worldly things. Then next he goes, in the 13th verse he says, Chatur Varnam Maya Sistam Guna Karma Vibhagasha. Guna and Karma. Guna, the quality, Karma, the action, the capacity. That is the real. Some people are very calm and composed. They are having that Brahmana, quality of a Brahmana. They are calm and composed and constantly meditating. They don't want all these actions and all that. Constantly thinking and developing different wonderful ideas. They are from this, in the nature, discovering beautiful things and giving it to the world. That is, they are Brahmanas. The researchers, not only the pujaris, researchers, those who are meditating properly, and all these, those who are utilizing their brain, they are Brahmanas. Some people are there who never want to work. They want the research only. They want to be inside the laboratory constantly. The one boy, he is known to us, he was telling that nowadays the government is not giving fund, so research work is closing down. Maybe that I have to take up a job. That's good. For a long time you have done the research. No, I love research. I want to be there. So one after another challenges they are taking, and then noting down. Day and night they are thinking on that. When the success comes, they are so happy. One young boy who has come, he is now researching on the cancer, what are the remedies and all. Just working like a mad, forgetting everything. So this is those who does that research work, those who want to play, want to go and make this happy over here with the friends, that will be punishment for them. If you give them that job, you be here in the laboratory, they will think that it is a completely the punishment for them, terrible thing for that. So different type of temperament, mentality, attitudes are there. So Chatur Varnam is depending on the guna and karma. Maya system. Don't blame the society, the Hindu religion again and again. The people, even among the Hindus also, majority of the Hindus and so-called intellectuals, without understanding or studying anything, in the Mahabharata itself, in different places, they have explained. Chatur Varnam Maya system. The Varna means is not the caste, but the class of people. We say the caste system came much afterwards, where some of the people for their own interest, they wanted to have that. Now even in the political field we see, if somehow one person is becoming the chief of a state, his whole family will come. He is making it sure that after his death, his son, his wife, son's wife, then their children, just like that they will go. This is Ganatantra, it is democracy, but they make in such a way that only there, in the cinema field also, only their children. Whether he can dance or not, but his children only will become famous. That is the weakness. It is not the defect of the system, it is the weakness of the society. You have to prove that you are really capable for that particular position. If you are capable, of course you can go and sit over there. It doesn't mean that once a father is a doctor, all his progeny will be doctor. No, that is not. So the same way, Chatur Varnam Maya system. The God has created these varnas according to the capacity. Guna karma vibhagashaha, according to the guna and karma. There's, that Delhi, the majority of the people, they are to some extent afraid of the monks. They think that because they read that there were some the rishis, they used to curse people, and if you are making the holy men, holy people angry, then it is not good for your life and all this, your family. So what happened in Delhi, we were there in the book fair, a group of, they are also religious group, but the different type of people are there in the name of religion. They came over there to sell books. We also went over there. When they saw, we never invited, but the then Prime Minister of India, Indira Gandhi, she came to our stall. There are so many stalls are there, and how many stalls a Prime Minister can go? Naturally, she chose. Nobody suggested. She came. Why she came? Because her mother was initiated by Ramakrishna Mission, Kamala Nehru ji. So obviously she knew. And she was a great, having respect for Swami Vivekananda. So when she noticed the Vivekananda Sri Ramakrishna photo, she came. And naturally other people started coming. Why the Yad Acharati Sreshta, we have already started, read that in the 3rd chapter, that whatever the great people they do, the leaders they do, all the ordinary people follow. The moment Indira Gandhi, she was so popular at that time, all people started coming to our bookstore, and what are the books she purchased? We also want to purchase that book. So we had a nice sell that way. Now the thing is, they got angry with us, and to disturb us, they started playing the music in so high volume, it's unthinkable. In India, so we went to the authority, they came and they told them, and then afterwards is okay. Again they put that. Second time I went and told, what is it? Why you are not stopping? Then that gentleman told, they are all monks, Swamiji, and we are householders. हमें बच्चे ये सब लेकर रहने पड़ते हैं. We have the children in our home. What is that? Now, if they curse us, then what will happen to us? Atal, arey bhai, look at us. We are also monks. We can also curse you. But Ramakrishna Mission will never do that. He had the great confidence on Ramakrishna Mission monks that we will not give curse or anything. So he was afraid. And because of that fear, a group of people misutilizing this position of the religious capacity. It is not the fault of the Hinduism, misutilization of the. So this is Chatur Varnam Maya Srishtam Guna Karma Vibhagashaha Tasya Kartara Vapimam Vidya Akartaram Abhayam. He said, though I am the author, but at the same time I am the non-doer, I am changeless. Then in the 14th sloka it says, Namam karma lilimpanti Name karma phale spriha Iti mam yobhijanati Karma bhi na sabadhyate. This is the secret of all this. You cannot sit idle without karma. In the 3rd chapter he said, and your prakriti, your nature will force you to do karma. So obviously you have to do karma. You cannot sit idle. And here, one of our Swamiji, he was a great engineer. Then he joined the Ramakrishna Mission. He was an aeronautic engineer. He knew all this. And he had the habit of telling people about the aircrafts and all. One day, and naturally his friends, almost the same age group, other Swamis, they used to pull his legs and they will be just unnecessarily argue and he will get angry. One day he told me, though I was very junior, but he believed me and told, see, these people constantly creating problem for me. I told Swamiji, don't give any answer. That will be all right. When they will be poking, don't give any answer. Then after some time, naturally, when you are not answering, what they will do? They will also stop. The two were there, his friends of the same batch. And then after the study, after the dinner, it was the system that all Swamis and Brahmacharis used to sit together, used to study a book. Then the senior Swamis, after a little discussion, they all used to retire. Then the Swamis used to sit over there having fun, jokes, pulling legs and among ourselves. This Swamiji was sitting tight-lipped, as I told him, and sometimes he was looking at me that, see, I am not talking. But he was very simple, so simple. Now the other Swamis, they were trying to, but he was not answering. Suddenly, a flight was coming from the Madras, usually at 10:45 or so, that was the time I have forgotten. A flight used to come from Madras for the Calcutta in the night. Then one Swami told to other, see that flight is coming? Yes. Have you ever heard the two flights coming together and colliding on the sky? He said, no. Do you know why? And the two trains are colliding face to face, and the carts, of course, are there, even the boats, even the ships, but the flight will never do that. Then, like innocently, the other Swami wrote, why? The moment they see each other, they will give the back gear, and the flight will immediately, in the same speed, they will go back. Now it was impossible for him to stay. So immediately he said, don't talk rubbish. You are like an idiot you are talking. There is no back gear. But then he started talking. That was the great fun for us. So that is the way it goes, all the time the world is tempting you. Constantly, all the world, this is only friendly. But in all over in the society, the temptation comes and you feel like going into it. But if you can somehow keep your lip tight, then you are free. There will be no abuse, there will be no problem, there will be no misery. So, and why? Because there is no action. There will be inaction, and obviously there will be no result. So he said in that way, see, this is this one. Namam karmani limpanti. That is the 14th. I never, though I am going on doing so much of work, I, the God who has come in the form of Sri Krishna, I am doing so much of work. When he was almost a baby, from then onwards he was going on. Those who have read their biography, life of Sri Krishna, wonderful, full of action every time, completely detached. The whole place that where he was born and grew up, all people used to like him so much. But when he felt that I must go away, I have some other responsibility to take up, he left that place immediately, without any turning back and cry, oh, this was my place, people were so close to me. He never turned, he just stayed away. And after all those things, you know how he died. His own clan didn't listen to him, didn't pay any heed to him, as because they were very powerful physically and they were having lot of money. They thought they are the people, they can rule world, and they became so arrogant and at the same time terribly immoral. So the God left them and he returned into the jungle. There he was waiting for the death, all alone, Lord Sri Krishna, all alone, without any repentance. Why my clan is doing like this? As because I did so much, because of Krishna only, the Jadav clan, they were having so much of power. They lost everything. Krishna was not having anything, he was waiting for the death. And how he will die, that also he planned. So that way, namam karmani limpanti, name karma phale spriha. The way he organized that great war, he could become the supreme king of the whole India, undivided India. But he didn't take even a portion of it. Itimam yo vijanati karma bhi na sabhadyate. Only if you can understand this, the secret, then you too will be free from the karma. Why? Because you will follow me. I was so intently involved in the karma, I was doing so many things, so much, with so much involvement. The moment the time came, I withdraw my mind. That's all. And that is, he say, action do not taint me, nor have I any thirst for the result of action. He who knows me thus is not bound by action. So today up to this, and 15 to 20, these 5 sloka we will explain in the next class. It will be wonderful. And this is the secret. We must have to understand it and apply it. We will chant from 21 to 30, but we will explain from 16, 15, 16 and that way. Let us recite from this sloka. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudramaruta Stunnanti Dibbaistavai Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadai Gayanti Yam Samaga Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyantam Nabidu Sura Suragana Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. So, friends, you must be, I don't know whether you are in our Google group or not. Tomorrow we will have the Ramnam and only Ramnam, and all of us will have that Hanuman Chalisha. There is a very famous this slokas, the 40 slokas Chalisha in the name of Hanumanji in the Nivedita Nibash. So if you come over there, I will be very happy. The only thing you have to say either now or tomorrow morning. Now, it is better to say in the night, because they will be arranging some food for you there, potluck lunch. So that in the tomorrow, please come. Together we will sit, chant the Ramnam, chant the Hanuman Chalisha, and I will try to give a small lecture, half an hour maybe, on the relationship between Rama and Hanumana. That will be tomorrow at our Nivedita Nibash from 11 to 12, and the address is 5555 South Everett Avenue, Hyde Park. Thank you. This is one, and second is Sunday again morning 11 to 12, the special occasion that prasad will be given to everyone, and the discussion will be on the philosophy of the Jainism. Very interesting philosophy, very old practice of religion, the Jainism, and it is not the biography that we will be discussing, even though I think it is 2651th birth anniversary of Mahavir Jain. The Mahavir Ji, that will be very interesting. Come tomorrow.